Good morning, good afternoon, good evening internet, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Economical Rides. Hi there. So today, as you can see, we're out on Buddy for a little ride and chat. And yes, he is missing his panniers, but more about that later. Okay, let's go. So it's been a while since we did a ride and chat video, really. Mainly because I don't often have a lot to report, but since it's been a while, we've had a few things happening on the channel, and there's a few things that I have planned for the channel. I thought I'd take this opportunity to just go for a little ride and a little chat, and hopefully make a little bit of an entertaining vlog for you. So we're out riding today, fairly locally to where I live. Once again, it's very windy, as you can see here in the trees, and it's also quite hot. I think we're into the mid-30s at the moment. So yeah, first order of business, I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody who turned up for the live stream or watched it after the event. It was my first ever live stream and it went well. We didn't have any technical hitches, so I was delighted with that. And extra rider Steve, as we now know he's called, he enjoyed being on the show as well, and so much so in fact that we just couldn't stop talking, and we talked for nearly 4 hours. But hopefully you enjoyed it, or at least some of it, and because it worked well, it's definitely something I'll be doing more of, so you can expect the odd live stream from time to time. And I'm thinking I may not always have a guest, it may just be a hangout with you lot in the chat, and then maybe occasionally I'll have one guest, because the trouble is when you have a guest, of course, you have to engage with them and focus on them, so you kind of struggle to see what's going on in the chat. And I think it would be nice if we just had a chat session with myself and anybody who turns up. So I don't think I'll always have a guest, but certainly I had an excellent guest for my first ever live stream. So thank you, Extra Rider. If you haven't seen it, there's a recording of the whole live stream on my channel homepage. Under the live tab you'll find a recording of that live stream, and I'll link to Extra Rider's channel in case you haven't been there yet in this video description. I have to apologise once again for being somewhat behind on my YouTube subscription queue. So if you've brought out a video or videos recently and I haven't watched and commented yet, I apologise. I'm trying to catch up again, but it's a bit of a struggle because I'm subscribed to so many channels. So by now you'll have seen my magic roundabouts video, and I've had a fair bit of feedback to that video actually, and people have submitted photos of peculiar roundabouts near to where they live, so I thought I'd just like to introduce a few of those to you. I think I've got a couple still pending, so if you're out looking to photograph a entertaining roundabout for me, please continue to do so. It doesn't matter when you submit your pictures, I will include them in a future video and give you a brief mention. But anyway, these are some of the ones I've received already. So first up, from Saddlebag73, he didn't actually submit a picture, but he did tell me of a roundabout in Plymouth, which is a bombed out church in the middle of a roundabout. So I was able to Google that and find this image. Sorry, it's quite windy up here, you might be hearing that. I managed to find this image. So this is actually Charles Church in Plymouth, and I believe it was bombed in 1941 and never rebuilt, and it subsequently sits in the middle of a roundabout. So next up we have a roundabout from Stefan in Germany, and this is the Pusteblume. Pusteblume is German for a dandelion, so basically a flower that you blow and it disperses its seeds. So this is the dandelion. Now this was in the middle of a roundabout, but it's subsequently been mown down by a car, so it's no longer there. But here you can see that the dandelion has a number of little shields, little crests, and apparently each crest represents a partner town of the town of Bergneustadt. So there you go, Bergneustadt, Germany, had a dandelion. It's been mown down, unfortunately, so it's no longer there. But thank you very much, Stefan, for that submission. So, and finally, from P. Gary Ball, from Ilkeston, Nottinghamshire, we have this one. This is the Stanton wagon, and this is a wagon from the Stanton Iron or Steel Works, and this is placed in the middle of a roundabout, as you can see, which is looking quite smart. And whilst he was out photographing the Stanton wagon for me, he also popped by to visit the Benelli Viaduct. Now the Benelli Viaduct, you can see it here. He's taken some nice pictures of that for me. And that used to be derelict, but it's now been renovated into an actual walkway that people can walk along or cycle along. So there you go, that was an unexpected addition to my roundabout quest. I also got to see a very interesting viaduct. Apparently it's constructed in a different way to many, and there's only two of this kind, the other one being in Scotland. So thank you for that, P. Gary Ball. Yeah, so thank you very much. Some of you have been in touch with me to say I hope you're coping with the heat, because you're hearing all sorts of horror stories about how hot it is. I mean, it is hot, but I think they're only calling it a heat wave because we've had record temperatures, and this is the key part, for the time of year. I mean, it's not really any hotter than it would be in August, but we've had these temperatures in July, so that is unusual. But then again, maybe the summer, if it's started a month early, it could end a month early, so who knows. So it might just be a normal summer that's just moved down the calendar a little bit. But yeah, we're currently getting August temperatures in July, so they're not like extreme temperatures, at least not where I'm living, that I'm not used to in August. For instance, we're kind of in the range of 35 to 45 degrees. Obviously that's not great for riding during the daytime. Like today, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know, I'm mad, but I just can't get out of bed early enough. So I'm kind of restricting myself to evening rides, because even if I go out early, the trouble is if I go out early, the rides usually are so long that I'm out for like 4 hours. So even if I go out early, I'm probably going to be returning in the midday heat anyway. So the best time I think for the summer is going to be evening rides, because it stays light till very late, so I can get a good 4 or 5 hours in after work. But obviously that's something I'm going to have to practice, because normally after work I just kind of flake out on the sofa and that's me done for the day. But no, I should go out on the bike in the evenings, I think, because definitely at the moment it is a bit warm. So speaking of evening rides, I have done one evening ride with a friend. He wanted me to show him some nice roads. He's on a Harley Road King. So I did do a very long route. I think we were out for about 4 hours, and I recorded about 2 hours of video. So I'm trying to edit that into a video for you, but it's going to be, well, obviously trying to edit down 2 hours into sort of bite-sized chunks is difficult. So I've decided I'm just going to do it 2 parts, so each part will probably be about 20 minutes. And I'm currently working on part 1 of that, so that should be coming out after this video. So today is the Sunday, the 16th of July, I believe it is. So this video will be coming out on the Tuesday, the 18th. And then part 1 of this evening ride should be coming the week after that, and part 2 the week after that. But it was a really nice ride, and because it was the evening, the temperatures were not too bad. And because it was evening light and not sort of afternoon, midday light, I think the images are nicer as well. We came up with some nice images. So yeah, I think those will be a nice couple of videos for you, so I've got those planned. Okay, so that's 2 videos coming up very shortly, the 2-part of my long evening ride. So there will be a video about Buddy, because he's just turned 2 years old. He's just had his second 12-month service done. So he's had his valves adjusted again. So he's all fit and raring to go. He's also done 9,000 kilometers more or less, so that's over 5,000 miles. So I thought we'd revisit Buddy after 2 years and 5,000 miles. How do I feel about him? Have we had any issues? And all of that kind of thing. And also, since I've had Norman, the Himalayan, I haven't really done much of an in-depth opinion on how I feel about him, other than so far I like him. But Norman has just passed 1,000 miles, so I figured I could do a 1,000-mile summary with Norman, how we're getting on, what I like and what I don't like. So those are 2 videos I plan to do, but if it's too hot, because I have to probably film a lot of the footage at a standstill, we might have difficulties, but I'll try and get those 2 videos done fairly soon. So yeah, so that's the next 4 videos more or less planned, and then I might throw something in between, and who knows, we might even do a live stream in between as well. We'll just see how we go. So anyway, those are the plans. I'm out enjoying Buddy once again. He's got his panniers off today, because I took them off when he went in for the service, because it makes it easier for the mechanics to do the servicing with the panniers out of the way. So you can see here, this is Buddy without his panniers on. I am going to refit them as soon as I get a quiet 5 minutes and a fairly cool temperature. I should go out and fit his panniers. But yeah, I can't believe it. 2 years has been with Buddy, and basically, spoiler alert, he's still freaking awesome. What a great bike. Fantastic. So anyway, I think we'll wrap this little vlog up. I think it's probably going to be long enough. I didn't want to make it too long. So yeah, I've told you what videos to look forward to. If you do have any roundabout submissions, as I said, you haven't missed the boat. You can send them in any time and I'll feature them, because I started this whole roundabout nonsense. So you can add it anytime you like. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm off home to put Buddy to bed and get Ruby her sausage. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Ruby, have you been digging holes again? Look. Anyway, while I was out for a nice ride and chat with my viewers and our lovely subscribers, you were at home looking after the house for Daddy. It's a nice hole, by the way. It's Ruby sized. So, would you like a sausage? Yes, okay. These sausages are from Shardlake. Thank you, Shardlake. Hungry Shardlake. Oh, you swallowed that one whole. Oh, better have another one. Well, go on then, because you were very good. Thank you, Shardlake. Sausages. I'm going to bite this one. Much better. Thanks, Shardlake. Nice one. Sausages.